YouTube, box number 3 of the trilogy. One more box. 2025 Upper Deck AEW Metal Universe. 6 cards per pack, 15 cards per box. There are autographs in there, EX entry, and 1 numbered card per box. We've opened up 2 boxes of this so far on the channel and done pretty well, I think, in terms of definitely inserts on that. Haven't gotten a PMG, haven't gotten an autograph, but we've definitely gotten a good taste of a bunch of the other inserts. So we've definitely had some good luck with that, and even in Essential Credentials, numbered, so that's pretty solid. Now we're going to see if we can get one more, a little bit of variety. There's a couple of other ones that we haven't gotten an example of yet that I would love to see in person and see what those look like. We'll give it a shot and see how we do. I will say that just from following through the singles and trying to get some from my PC specifically, I've definitely been impressed with what the kind of stuff that's been pulled out of it. Although, it does seem like there is quite a number of boxes that end up being pretty loaded, which in a way is good, because then when you're opening up your own box, you can get some pretty good cards. But at the same time, you wonder, like, okay, there is an E-Pack as well. So it's like, I've actually seen quite a number of really good hits already out of the first couple of days of the new product. So let's give it a go. Let's see how we do here. One more for the road, and then we'll see if down the road I open any more boxes, but for now, this will be good. I got some more singles that I got to chase. And I was actually able to find a good PC piece that hadn't shown up in years, so that'll be a future mail day. But let's open up some packs now. Sort everything out, and then we'll do a little recap at the end. All right, here we go. Lee Moriarty, Jamie Hayter, Chopped, Brian Danielson. And our first EX Entry is Truth Magnum. These are the acetate cards here. Thicker stock. Set that one aside. Mercedes Monet, base. In the 2 boxes, I've got most of the complete set. I think I'm only missing about 5 or 6 cards, so hopefully in this one we'll finish that off, and then we'll work on some of the other things that we're collecting on this one. Powerhouse Hobbs. Uno Dos Trios. A previous iteration of the Patriarchy, before everything kind of fell apart there. Paul Turner, EX Entry. Base version again. Christian Cage, and Isaiah Cassidy. Billy Gunn, Kyle O'Reilly, Ring Heroes, Julia Hart, Smooth, Britt Baker, and a numbered one. That's a good one for the PC. So we got that one numbered to 99. That's nice and handy. So that one's one off my checklist already. Hook and Rocky Romero. So obviously we can't top the Jambalaya and all that yet, but at the same time getting a nice numbered PC card is always handy. So that's already off to a good start, regardless of everything else. I'll take that for the numbered card for sure. Orange Cassidy, Mark Briscoe, Energize, Anthony Bowens. And we got Queen Aminata, Essential Credentials Now. So this is an interesting pull here. So we got another Essential Credentials. This is the Essential Credentials Now. So this one I believe is going to depend on what number she is on the checklist. So let's take a look. Number to 71 for card number 71. That is right. That's a good one. Definitely a strong pull right there. So we've got 2 pretty good numbered cards. So I don't know. Are we getting greedy here? Can we get one more thing out of this? It's only in the first couple of packs, so it might be a little anticlimactic for the latter portion of it. We're definitely going to get a lot of inserts, though, so let's see what happens with that. Let's go here. Wardlow, Tony Nese, Uno Dos Trios, Sting, Cope, and Darby Allin. Actually forgot about that grouping. Oh, here we go. First one of the premium TV performers. First one of this ones that I've seen. So we got Trent Beretta versus Matt Sydal, 0 Hour. Interesting. All right, it's kind of a neat card. Haven't seen one of those yet, so that one's interesting in hand. Brian Danielson and Harley Cameron. So in those 3 boxes so far, I've actually gotten a pretty good mix of stuff. It's actually pretty good. Been reasonably impressed. Anthony Ogogo, Penelope Ford, the Energize, Hikaru Shida, and a Smooth, Tony Storm, the Butcher, and the Beast Mortos. All right. Willow Nightingale, Britt Base Card, Chopped, Samoa Joe, and Prospects, Truth Magnum. And we've got a 2013 Metal, Powerhouse Hobbs. That's pretty cool. I like that. Design-wise, that's pretty strong. Mariah May, and Toa. All right. Buddy Matthews, Wheeler Yuta, Uno Dos Trios, Buddy Matthews, Julia Hart, and Brody King, Blast Furnace, Red Velvet, MJF, and Juice Robinson. Okada, Cash Wheeler, the Ring Heroes, Cope, and our first copper here is Roderick Strong, Action Andretti, and Bishop Khan. Kenny Omega, Darby Allin, Energize, Nicholas Jackson, and our second copper is Darius Martin, Roosh, and Riho. Darius Martin, Mother Wayne, Energize, Matthew Jackson. So we got both Jacksons. Okada, Prospects. There you go, an elite pack. Camille and Claudio Castagnoli. Hikaru Shida, Saddam Singh, Uno Dos Trios. We got the announcers, Taz, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone. Blast Furnace, Dustin Rhodes. Zach Gibson, and Marina Shafir. Mason Madden, Eddie Kingston, Chopped, Switchblade Jay White, Prospects Cope, even funnier. I had a Roderick Strong in the last box, and Cope is actually even funnier as a prospect. But okay. We need to have a discussion on what the definition of a prospect is, but sure. Matthew Jackson, Jay Lethal, the Ring Heroes, John Moxley, and Blast Furnace, Max Caster, Shibata, and Sky Blue. And last pack here. Let's see if we got anything left here. Pretty good box, actually, as well, but let's see if we got anything left. Queen Aminata, Commander, Uno Dos Trios, Bishop Khan, Brian Cage, and Toa, and Harley Cameron Prospects. Probably a little bit more appropriate for that definition. Thunder Rosa, and Vincent to finish that off. So we'll do a little sorting, we'll do a little recap, and that'll be the third box in our little break. All right, recap time. We got our base here, and as far as the rest of the polls, we've got a couple of the Copper FX, Roderick Strong and Darius Martin, Chopped, Switchblade, Samoa Joe, Bryan Danielson, Blast Furnace Max Caster, Dustin Rhodes, Red Velvet, Prospects Harley Cameron, Cope, Prospect, sure, Okada, and Truth Magnum, the Uno Dos Trios, number of those, Ring Heroes, Cope, John Moxley, Julia Hart, Energize, Matthew Jackson and Nicholas Jackson, Hikaru Shida, Anthony Bowens. This is the first of these that I've pulled here. Premium TV Performers. These are about 1 in 50 packs, so a pretty decent pull on that one as well. Smooth, Tony Storm, and a Gold Spectrum, Smooth, of Britt Baker there, PC hit. A 2013 Retro of Powerhouse Hobbs. It's a nice one there as well. Truth Magnum for the EX Entry, Paul Turner for the EX Entry, and then the Essential Credentials now of Queen Aminata, numbered to 71. So there's a second box where I've got an Essential Credentials, numbered, and that's actually a pretty good one, and a numbered PC hit as well. I have to call that box a success as well. So overall, out of the 3 boxes, I've been pretty happy with a lot of the stuff that I was able to pull, and the PC hit is always a nice bonus as well. I will say, no PMGs, wasn't able to get one of those in there, none of the autographs, but at the same time, I got my boxes from 2 separate cases. So it's one of those things where maybe if you get a couple more inside of this specific case, maybe you have a little bit more luck with it. I pre-ordered the 2 boxes, and then I got the other one separately, but I also pulled in the first box a Jambalaya and a Vivacity in the same box. So it's one of those things where you beat the odds on one by quite a bit, and you're able to pull some nice cards on the other one. It's hard to complain. So definitely it feels like a lot of, at least the boxes that I've opened and a few of the boxes that I've seen, feel kind of loaded for what they are in terms of the odds and everything else. It feels like there's plenty of good stuff in there, but it tends to bunch up into certain types of inserts or parallels, because it's one of those things where I've seen some box breaks where people have done a couple of different boxes, and they pulled either a couple of PMGs and a couple of autographs and things like that, and then other occasions it'll be the high ratio kind of inserts. I haven't seen too many people pulling the Jambalayas, but obviously I had the Jambalaya in that first box. But by contrast, I haven't gotten any PMGs, and I saw some other folks that had a bunch of PMGs. So I guess it's a mixed bag in terms of where you wind up on it. But regardless, at least for the early couple of days after release, some nice cards are coming out of there, and they seem to be pretty well designed, all things considered. That's it, though. That'll be it for the box break on these ones for now, at least for a little bit, until maybe things settle a little bit more with the singles. I've definitely been very aggressive chasing after those, and that'll be kind of where my attention is going to be focused now, and then I'll put these away in terms of some of the sets that I'm working on. That's it. More videos coming up on the channel. We'll work on some of that, talk about some of those other things, and I think I'm probably going to put together a little video talking about a few collecting-related things in terms of what's going on, and then at the same time maybe incorporate a little bit about what's going on over at Topsland with the new Cactus Jack Tops Chrome product that they're coming out with. So we'll see if we incorporate some of that as well. Regardless, that's it for this one. Like if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much, and we'll catch you in the next one.